Some of y'all feel like y'all barely keeping it together for a moment, right? Sometimes you have those moments. Like things get really messy really fast, and then one moment they're good. It's like you were minding your business, and then the next, boom, tower moment. And sometimes those tower moments probably shake your whole inner world. And then you get angry, frustrated, upset at yourself in that moment. Sometimes you find something out. Sometimes you hear something unexpectedly. Sometimes we get messages, they just drop in when you don't ask for them. It could be an answer from something that you wanted to know about weeks ago, months ago. And sometimes maybe it's not even about what happened. It could just be the stillness. It could be just a pause in your life right now. It made you feel stuck, confused, even just a little bit defeated. Some of you guys can feel detached at some moments. Then you got it all back together, right? And I know you probably asked yourself, what is going on with me? So that's where the frustration comes in, like, or why do I do this? Or why do I feel this way? Why isn't this going like this? Whatever you may ask yourself. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something real, okay? Those moments aren't punishment. It's just your power is being born. Remember, you are rising to the occasion now. So when life feels a little bit out of control, sometimes you can't have a grip on everything, aka you can't control everything. And I know sometimes you may feel like you don't have a grip on nothing. Like you couldn't plan, you couldn't focus, you couldn't, finish your last task. Procrastination crept in, and then you beat yourself up. It's okay to go through these things. Make sure you just feel yourself all the way through it and don't sit there for too long, okay? Some of you even feel guilty for not even being productive. But you have to remember the rest is a part of the journey. And that energy when you don't feel productive, that's not laziness. It's just your soul needs rest sometimes. Like, I know I gotta tell myself to chill out sometimes. Like, I'm always doing something. I'm always creating something. I'm always thinking of an idea and trying to execute it. I get it. And then you got people in your ear, do this, do that. But it's your spirit is calling for rest sometimes. It's calling for review. It's calling for silence, okay? Because something is about to shift once again inside of you. And at the same token, probably what you're feeling is that something else had to break. Okay? So the lie could just fall. And you've been saying many things for many years, right? It's like, truth is only what you deem to be true now. But a lie had to fall so that the truth can finally rise. Whether it was a heartbreak, whether it was betrayal, whether it was a missed opportunity, or just maybe even you could have had mental clutter of trying to hold it all together. When things happen like that, that type of destruction is divine. You didn't lose yourself. Remember, you are shedding what was never yours in the first place. Okay? I know that was for somebody. I'm over here sitting I got this message while I was detangling all my necklaces, okay? So let me tell you this. You have this inner awakening, okay? I know you probably hear it a lot, but no, this is like for real deal Holyfield, okay? We're all pretty much in the middle of this chaos, right? But in the middle of all that chaos, you noticed something strange started to happen. Didn't you feel it? Like you started acting different, thinking different. The things we used to believe as kids, we don't believe anymore. It's like now you start hearing yourself again. Okay? Okay, sorry, I got a phone call, but not the nosy part of you is what I was saying, that doubts and overthinks, but that ancient voice, that quiet one, the wise one. It's like you had so many epiphanies, not big dramatic ones all the time, but little ones, like I don't need to respond to everything, or that's not my burden to carry, or even, damn, I deserve better. And in those little moments, that's when you gain your power back. Not loud power, not flashy power, not sacred power. It's like you started setting boundaries, not to push people away, but to keep your peace close. It's like you built new habits, not to impress the world, but just to really respect yourself in a whole new light. So in a sense, you could say it's like you're learning balance, okay? You started managing your emotions, not suppressing, started managing them. It's like you realized even on your worst days, you are still worthy of softness. And you found ways to really feel joy, even in the middle of uncertainty. It's like disputes happen, people clash, but instead of reacting, it's like you started observing more. And you didn't need to even prove yourself anymore. You just needed to protect your peace. That was the first sign. It's like you were growing. And somewhere in there, it's like you started to feel settled. Even if things weren't perfect, you weren't waiting for the storm to pass. You were pretty much, let's say, dancing in the rain. Okay, dancing in the rain. It could even be like soft cries, just crying internally, but like happy that you're releasing and letting go of shit, or happy that you graduated from certain things you used to do or say, or ways you used to be. And then boom, there came like nostalgia. Memories that you probably haven't even thought about in years started coming in. The old version of you, old wounds. But I feel like you didn't run from them this time. Normally you run. It's like anytime that happens, you just sit with it. It's kind of like you looked your pain in the face and said, I'm not afraid of you anymore. And like you dealt with it. For lack of better words, I can say it's like you started reparenting yourself, rewriting all those old narratives of saying like, I was never too much, I didn't deserve that, I'm not broken, I was just unprotected. You know what I'm saying? And now I feel like you gave your past self the compassion that no one else gave. And in doing so, you became the person that you always needed. And that's what healing looks like. No one ever talks about it, but that's what healing looks like. It's messy. It's non-linear, but it's powerful as hell. Like when you just sit in your mess and act like your shit don't stink and you deal with it, that's how you make peace. Speaking of making peace, I feel like you're making peace. You're trying to make peace with the unknown. Okay? Like there could be still moments of confusion, moments of indecision, right? Times where your heart just wants one thing, or your mind when your mind just wants another. And I feel like now it's like you stopped forcing answers. It's either you let someone speak or you let your intuition speak. And you also let time really reveal, because time reveals everything. You let time reveal what needed to be revealed. And you just started trusting in that. Well, if I'm supposed to know something, it's going to be revealed to me. It's going to be told to me. So I feel like now you're not afraid of the unknown anymore. And all this is because you remembered. You remember that you are the magician. You got all the tools in your backpack. You got all the skills. You got all the wisdom right here inside of you. You've always had it. I just feel like you are hard on yourself at times, really hard on yourself for messing up. But you got to remember that you are the alchemist. Look at you now, at the brink of a whole new beginning. You are definitely not who you used to be. I can feel it. If I can see you, I can see it. You don't need external validation. You don't need permission. You don't even need to beg the universe for any kind of breadcrumbs. No. Because you are the table. You are the magician. You are the alchemist. You're leading with so much more compassion more than ever now. And I feel like sometimes you be taking on a little bit too much than you need to. But that's just your energy. At least you know how to speak and when to stay silent now. Because you know that you create your peace, your art, your balance. So I feel like now you walk more with grace. And that cycle that broke you, I don't even think it broke you though. Wait a minute. I feel like it built you. That breakdown? No. That breakdown was a spiritual breakthrough, honey. Okay? And the silence? The silence? That's where your spirit spoke the loudest. It's like you now know you have way more power in being quiet and saying no. So here's what I want you to know. You were never broken, you were never buried, and now you are blooming. I also want to make this very motherfucking clear. You do not need to become the version of you you're dreaming about. All you need to do is just remember. That's it. Remember. That version of you has always been inside of you. So just keep going. Even when it's slow, even when it's quiet, even when it's lonely. Because you already have the power. You hold the power. You see how powerful you are. I want you to test yourself. Check your attitude or your mood and watch it being mirrored back to you. You create whatever mood for anyone else that's around you. That's how powerful you are. You've always had it. And the world just made it a good job just making you a target. But now I feel like now you remember. And when you know all this information and when you know what you know and you have the wisdom and you just continue to stay a student and learning, it's like now that you know there's no going back. So remember, your ego is always trying to go back, but you don't want to go back. Once you know, now you know. You can't unknow something. Woo! I had to get that message out. Okay. You got this. I love you.